Mr. Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, guests, I've chosen the confession of Eugene Aram as my soliloquy because it was based on a true story of a well-known murder case in the 1755s. And this was written by Lord Lytton in his book Eugene Aram. The confession of Eugene Aram. I was about at the age of 13 when a deep and intense passion, which became the demon of my life, first stirred palpably within me. I had always been, from my cradle, of a solitary disposition, inclined to reverie and musings, and these traits heralded the love that seized me now, the love of knowledge, opportunity, or no, maybe accident, directed my attention into the abstruse sciences. And I poured my soul into these sciences, and the first success I met directed me into even more alluring channels. Oh, history, poetry, the mastery of the past, the spell that admits us into a visionary world, replaced what number and line had been before. I became gradually more and more wrapped and solitary in my habits, and knowledge assumed a character even more lovelier and bewitching. And the desire to attain it increased upon me. I had no wealth, I had no home, yet wherever there was a flower in the field or a star in the heaven, there was food for thought and a delight for me. But another desire opened upon me. I became haunted with the ambition to enlighten and instruct others. At first, I loved knowledge solely for itself, but now I saw an objective far grander than knowledge. What was the end of my labor? Why do I continue to feed the lamp that consumes itself? I was distressed and restless. I was friendless and I was strange to my kind. Destitute and penniless, where shall I go for more? Shall I rip my heart of its clothing and go to the dumb fools of wealth and ask them not to let a scholar starve? No, never, not the true scholar of learning. I met a friend, a distant relative, Richard Houston. He was a man like me, born in poverty, and yet he seemed to always have had what to him was wealth. Sometimes we conversed about it. You are poor with all your wisdom. I know nothing, and yet I'm never poor. How can that be? The audacity of his discourse revolted me. I turned away in disgust. But then I stood still. I listened. When Houston asked, "What law befriends the man without money?" or "To what aim do you cultivate your mind?" The answer died upon my lips. I called upon my intellect, but my intellect betrayed me. I thought to escape from these thoughts, and I plunged myself into the books. And as I pored over my scanty books, a gigantic discovery gleamed across me. I saw the means of effecting a vast benefit for man and for truth. But in this discovery, I was stopped by my total inadequacy. The books and the implements I needed was out of my reach. In my solitude and total misery, I was lured into the tempter's fangs. Should I shrink from the law of men if that law bids me to rot on the outskirts? Is it not to the service of man if the law is broken, which is the source of all the laws? The questions fell dark and rapidly, and led us yet to no result. I could not think beyond them.